Welcome back to Mornings on 2 at 6:22. In today's dollars and cents, oil prices soared to more than $100 a barrel, up about 44% since before the beginning of the war in Iran. That's after oil production facilities were damaged in Iran. The war continues to impact shipping in the Middle East. To get some insight on the impact all of this is having on us, we welcome Jason Matthews, Matthews Financial and Insurance Solutions here in Oakland. Thank you so much for joining us, Jason.
Definitely.
Okay, so talk about gas prices are up, stocks are down, a lot of uncertainty surrounding the war in Iran. Do you think that this volatility is going to continue?
I definitely do think this volatility is going to continue. It's not just a one-off thing. As this war continues to expand, keep going longer and longer, we're going to see a lot of volatility in play. So people tighten up your belt and see what happens next.
Yeah, and gas prices certainly impact not just everybody who drives a gas-powered car, but we're talking about airline rates going up. Businesses are affected as well. So this could filter down to higher prices. This is really going to impact our wallet.
Correct. So what you're going to see is possibly inflation from this. And we're hearing this, the term today we're hearing stagflation because it's your shipping costs are going to go up. Your gas to move things are going to go up. Everything is always connected to gas. And with that being said, we can see things, prices of everything going up, not just us hopping in our car and driving somewhere, but the total overall, everything we pay for, prices could be surging coming up soon.
Yeah, these businesses always like to, they need to, not like to, but they need to pass it down to consumers often when something like this happens. Talk about you, as you advise clients, I know you talk about financial red flags we should be looking for. What are those red flags and how are the current economic situations affecting those? Right.
So there's three red flags we'll see. First is right now that you have a huge amount of debt right now, right? Especially during this period of time where we're talking about inflation, where now you're going to have to use your credit cards or everything else. So you need to get that back underneath control, pay off those high limit credit card debts that you do have. A second thing is when we look at your stocks in your portfolio is, are you overly into equities because we're having the last couple of years been fantastic for you and you need to diversify out of that into your portfolio to rebalance it as well. And the third thing I would say is on a tax point is this might be an opportunity to look at some tax loss harvesting, some other tools right now to diversify your portfolio out of those concentrated stocks, those Magnificent Seven people been into the last few years.
Yeah, we have seen some huge gains, right, in those tech stocks and everything. We're seeing a lot of those pulled back. Do you advise, so you're talking about adjusting your portfolio. I do know most of the bigger, the Fidelities, the Vanguards, and if you do have a financial advisor, you can kind of easily just sort of adjust. So regardless of where you are, close to retirement or far from retirement, are you advising a little bit more shift to more percentage into bonds versus stocks at this point?
Yes, and so those do great. Those target date funds are great, and you see those oftentimes when people 401k plans. But here in the Bay Area, you have so many people, and I have so many clients who might have worked in tech where they get so much stocks from their compensation that it doesn't help them diversify out of it, where they just hold on to these stocks forever, and so then that's how they get so unbalanced, and that's where you have to come back and diversify out of that, maybe to bonds and other safe places as well to have true diversification.
All right. I would imagine those tech stocks are eventually going to come back a buying opportunity at some point. So.
Absolutely.
All right. Jason Matthews, Financial and Investment Solutions here in Oakland. Thank you so much.